Hi, I'm Alex Maeve Campbell, and this is Hypercreative Episode 6, proof that this isn't just a phase and no one has yet stopped me. Let's begin. Laura Kay Keeling, Untitled Portals Variations, Whitewater Gallery. Cue the intro. Hypercreative fans, here we are with Laura Kay Keeling, whose exhibition is opening tonight, so a lot to expect. And so, well, let's first start out with opening receptions. For you, poetry or prison? Is it good? How do you feel? I understand both.
Yeah, I immediately forget things about myself whenever someone asks, so I always have to write down notes and things like that. Otherwise I'm like, name, birthday, everything's gone. So I guess
I totally understand that. In fact, when I'm usually introducing myself to people, I'm just focusing so heavily on saying my own name and what I do that I don't understand what they're saying to me. So I totally understand. I get what you're going with here. So let's talk about the title of the exhibition a little bit. Tell us what the title is and what exactly it means to you.
Okay, so the title is Untitled Portals Variations. Essentially, number one, I'm not great at naming work, so you'll see when I post things, it's number one, number two, number three, and they continue. But in this kind of series of work, some of the framed pieces are actually the earlier pieces in this series, so they're Untitled Portal 1, 2, 3, 4, I think to 6, 5 or 6, and then the newer pieces are kind of a continuation from that. I constantly go back to work. I don't necessarily consider things done or final. I'm constantly kind of going back and working on things and changing things or animating things or moving things, adding to them. So things kind of grow and take on different iterations. And so I just have kind of been continuing this series. It didn't feel right to start new, or start fresh.
Oh, no, I love that. So you're totally into the process in that case.
Yeah, I would say definitely process-based artist. I don't typically plan things out. They come together kind of as I work. And then, I kind of at some point will be I think it's done. Or this is good for now. And then I leave and then kind of come back to it later.
You have to go with your intuition with these things, I find sometimes, right?
Yeah.
So we were talking a little bit yesterday, but you are a self-taught artist.
Yep.
As am I. So
yeah.
Big props to you there.
Thank you.
How do you feel within the context of the art world that this has affected you in your process and your practice?
I think at first I was very nervous and shy around kind of connecting with other people and creating work and sharing work, and kind of I would just make things at home by myself. And then at a certain point, my best friend, we both were kind of let's rent studio space, and we ended up sharing space together. And throughout that process, I think we ended up connecting with a lot of different creators, people creating things in different ways, different, I would say genres or contexts, and from all different educational backgrounds. And I think that was really cool because it made me be oh, I mean, anyone can create, really,
Yeah,
at
why
any
is there a
point.
rule?
Yeah, there's no rule, and I actually, that's like what I love about collage is like there's not really any rules, just like
Absolutely.
do whatever you want and see what happens. So, yeah, I don't know, did that answer your question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, that was great. Now, you're also somebody who identifies as being neurodivergent.
Yeah.
And I'd love to talk about mental health in the arts because I think
Yeah.
it's something that just connects so well. It's something that we need.
Yeah.
How do you feel that that's informed your process or your practice, or how does that
Yeah,
answer you?
great questions. So I'm like late diagnosed, I guess.
Again, I relate. Yes.
Okay, ADHD and autistic. So I think it explains a lot. It explains a lot about, like, I've always carried cameras with myself. I've always been like capturing these moments in time and memories.
So you're
I'm
always-
very like, I think I'm like, oh, so I don't forget. Like a lot of my, I guess I would say like executive functioning, some of those challenges ends up showing up through how I'm actually like very process based, and it's very like a loop of how I create or how I come back to things. And then again, that like capturing all of these moments, like I have this archive, digital and then also physical, of like scans, photos, and then actual elements that I just work from and revisit, and like I'm just constantly like collecting. The naming conventions are so rogue, it's like all over the place, it's very messy, but I'll be like, oh right, I have like that series of photos or like those elements from this other time, and then I'll go back, find them, pull them again, and work with them in different ways.
Great. So to your point, let's talk a little bit about your practice and your process again. The collages are both digital and analog, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how does that work?
Yeah, so I pull, I shoot a lot of analog photos, and then also the video work is from mostly, sorry, I'm like looking behind at the videos. I'm like, oh, what are they? A lot of analog, and then some like really early, you can see like early digital video work. And then some more recent digital camera video stuff. But yeah, so I basically have these archives of analog photos, flatbed scanning, digital, I call them captures when I'm just taking photos of like like elements, I would say. They're not, you know, fully fleshed out
Not fully
photos.
realized as of
Yeah, they're little like elements that I use, and then more recently using a 3D scanner, and then a 3D printer as well. So kind of like looping through all of these from starting with natural elements that then are photoed or captured in some way. Maybe it's scanned multiple different times, which I think of as like these different memories or like moments in time. And then I either hang on to the physical piece to use in an installation, or now I've kind of like 3D printed as well to kind of see like what happens when tech also is involved and kind of what's that outcome.
That's great.
And then kind of like continuing the loop again and again.
Very cool. Okay, so we're gonna go less serious now.
Okay.
There are two questions that I always ask people when they come on Hypercreate.
Oh my gosh, okay.
So first one, well, we can actually sort of theme it a little bit towards your exhibition.
Okay.
What I have tended to ask in the past is sort of like, what is your wildest art experience? But like, what is an untitled portal that you've walked through for your art?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I feel
This
like
can be 100% serious or absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, if I think of like something recently where I've had this real moment of joy is we were on a family vacation and we went out on a boat and it was very rough and they were like, you can't really go in the water, but do you want to see the front of the boat? You can sit on the front. And I was like, okay. And the waves were crashing and I had a drink in my hand and I just slowly like sunk down to the boat and he was like, you good? You gonna stay? I was like, I will. And I sat for like an hour holding onto this rope, just drenched like salt water. I was having the time of my life. I was like, this is the best. I'm having so much fun. And I feel like, I don't know, that was just like this unexpected moment of experienced joy. There's so many of those moments and like
Yeah,
an art related one.
that, yeah.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, and like an art related one, like I love public art. I love like turning the corner somewhere, especially that I've never been before, and being like, oh my gosh,
Yes.
the joy. Like there's an
Yes.
amazing mural that we painted,
Yes,
and there's like a
few off Main Street
strawberry.
here. Yes.
It's like face every time we pass it. I'm like, there's a strawberry. Like it's amazing.
Yeah,
So I don't
public
know.
art can really change your conception of your space,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, like, I feel like for me, I never remember street names. I'm visual cues. So for me too, like, those are so important. Being like, oh, right, to get to this place, I go here, I see this, and then that's,
And then there's this
go on my
mural.
way. Yeah.
Perfect.
So,
Okay, so second question that
Okay.
I always ask everyone. So obviously we're an Artist Run Center here,
Yes.
and it's one of the oldest Artist Run Centers here in Canada. We've been, it started in 74, incorporated in 77, so we're coming up on the 50th anniversary next year. And so within what you do and your experience with the art world, how important do you think the Artist Run world is, and what does that mean to you?
oh, yeah, congratulations, by the way. That's amazing. I think it's incredibly important because I think there's barriers reduced for folks to be able to share work and collaborate and create community. I think those connections are so important. And like for me, I mean, we talked about being in I was in a studio and connecting with folks, and also having access to spaces like this are so important because it allows us to connect with each other and build and create, and yeah, those are really important relationships, I think,
Absolutely.
for other folks as well as the artists that are and creatives participating.
Absolutely. All right, well, I think that's it for now. Let's get to the opening reception. Thank you. As it turns out, the opening reception was actually so interesting that no real footage was to be had. But, well, here's a little bit of a couple of people collaging. And now for something incredibly new on Hypercreative, we're going to take a look at Laura Kay Keeling's process while making these videos. Thank you for joining us for Hypercreative Episode 6. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and join us next time, won't you?